Good morning, guys. వాట్ ఏం జరిగింది తెలియదండి, సడన్ గా ల్యాప్టాప్ హ్యాంగ్ అయిపోయిందండి. దాదాపు 20 minutes అలాగే ఉండిపోయింది. అందుకే లేట్. ఐఎమ్ సారీ ఫర్ లేట్. ప్రమోద్ రోల్ నెంబర్ పెట్టాలండి, ఓన్లీ నేమ్ పెట్టద్దు. యూ హ్యావ్ టు ప్లేస్ యువర్ రోల్ నెంబర్, నాట్ నేమ్. అటెండెన్స్ మిస్ అయిపోద్దండి కన్ఫ్యూజన్ లో. శారద, ప్రమోద్, ఎవ్రీవన్ మస్ట్ ప్లేస్ దే రోల్ నెంబర్ ఓన్లీ. థంబ్నెయిల్ లో రోల్ నెంబర్ ఉండాలి. రీనేమ్ చేసుకోండి. ఓకే అండి, ఇవాళ చాలా లేట్ అయింది ఇప్పటికే క్లాసు. Okay, see, in the yesterday class, we have briefly seen this one. We have briefly seen in the yesterday class, we have briefly seen the evaluation modes of pig script, local mode and the distributed mode. We have seen about these two. Okay, when we write the pig programs, the pig programs can be executed either in the local mode or in the Hadoop mode or distributed mode, or it is called as the MapReduce mode also. Generally, we use the local mode for testing of our pig program, whether the pig program is correctly working or not. To test our program on a small set of data, first we will run our pig program in the local mode. If it is running working perfectly for the small set of data in local mode, then we will run our pig program in MapReduce mode with the original data set. With the huge amount of data in the Hadoop, it will run in the MapReduce mode. Okay, we have the two types here. We use the first mode, that is the local mode, for testing of your, it is like for testing of your pigs program. MapReduce is mode for actual running of the pig programs. Clear? That's we have seen in the yesterday's class. Now, if you see this diagram which is in the yesterday class, we have seen about this local mode. We have already seen. Next, we have seen about this Hadoop cluster and the Hadoop mode. Okay, in the Hadoop mode, it will directly run in the Hadoop cluster. In the local mode, it will run in the local job runner of the local system. Okay, in the local system, with the help of the local file system and local JVM, it will run in the local mode. When we come to the Hadoop mode, it will run in the Hadoop cluster. Okay, the program will be converted into the MapReduce tasks and it will run in the Hadoop cluster. But if you observe this one here, if you see this diagram, the client, when we come to the client, in how many ways the client is submitting the pig program to the pig compiler. The client is giving his program in a grunt shell. Directly he is writing the pig script, embedded pig Latin. We have three types of modes are there in writing the program: embedded pig Latin, pig scripts, grunt. Our today's topic is about this one. In how many ways the client can write his pig program. Okay, in how many ways he can provide his program to the pig compiler. In how many ways are there to provide the pig program to the compiler? That is our today's task. Yesterday we have skipped this one. We have skipped this part, grunt, pig scripts, and today's our concept is about this first part only. We have to discuss. Already we have seen local mode and Hadoop mode. Now we have to see this one, that is our today's concept. Checking out the pig script interfaces. Okay, that means discussing about the pig script interfaces. Okay, what are the interfaces we are using to submit our pig program to the pig compiler? In how many ways we can submit our pig program to the pig compiler? That is the today's concept of checking out the pig script interface. Okay, there are three different ways are there. There are three different ways that pig programs can be packed to the compiler. We can submit the pig programs to the pig compiler in three different ways. One is directly giving the script using the grunt shell. Next, embedded using the embedded programs. Okay, in these three different ways, we can provide our PIC program to the PIC compiler. That means, okay, PIC programs can be packed in three different ways. That is script, grunt shell, and the embedded one. One minute and again it was struck. Malli struck అయిందండి. Just 1 minute, it will come back. Okay, the first mode is the PIC. Directly we will give the script. Okay, the first way of giving the program to the PIC program to the PIC compiler is in the form of a script. It is similar to that of our running of our C programs in GCC compiler. We are running how we are running our C programs in GCC compiler, how we are running the Java programs. Okay, in Edit Plus, how we are doing C, C++, Java programs in Edit Plus. In the same way, we can do the thing, that is the script manner. The first way is directly giving script to the compiler, that is the first one. Here what we'll do is, we will write a PIC program and we save the PIC program using the extension .pig. By using the extension .pig, we will write the complete the PIC program. Whatever the program you want to write, we will write a program either in Edit Plus or in Notepad. In some editor, we will write the program. Then we will save the program with the extension of .pig. Okay. But when we come to the PIC compiler, the .pig extension is not compulsory. Okay, the .pig convention is not compulsory when we come to the PIC programming. But to recognize that file as a PIC file, since we are writing the PIC program in some location by using some editor like Edit Plus or some Notepad or Notepad ++, using some type of editor, we are writing the PIC program in somewhere. So it is better we have to save that program using the extension of .pig. Clear? After writing of the PIC script with the extension of .pig, directly we will submit that program to the compiler. PIC compiler, directly the script will be given to the PIC compiler. That is the first process of PIC script. Okay, directly giving script to the compiler, that is one way of giving the PIC program to the PIC compiler. It is similar to your writing of C programs in Edit Plus or writing of Java programs or C++ programs in the Edit Plus. There what we will do, we will write the program. After that one, we will save the program with a .c or .c++ or .java. We will save the program in some location. Then we will we will open the GCC compiler or Java compiler we will use, and we will give the file name to that one. Directly we are handovering the file name to the compiler. Java C space file name .java, GCC space file name .c, okay, G++ space file name .cpp. Like that we will submit them to the compiler. And that is the first way of giving the script. That is the one way. Okay, the scripting is nothing but we will write the PIC program in some editor and we will save that one with the extension of .pig, and we will save that program in some location, and then the script will be directly hand over to the compiler. Okay, through the command prompt, it will be submitted directly to the compiler, which will be executed by the PIC optimizer. Okay, the PIC compiler will contain a tool called optimizer, which will execute that one. Okay, it will convert the PIC program into the target machine language and it will be executed. Clear? That is the one way of writing the submitting the PIC scripts is PIC programs is in the form of script. Directly we will submit the program to the PIC compiler. That is one way which we regularly follow in our normal language like C, C++, Java or Python, whatever we are using. After this one, we have another way is called the using of the grunt shell. Okay, by using the grunt shell also we can write the PIC programs. This grunt shell is similar to the Python shell. I think while we are executing the Python programs, I think you have seen that Python shell. You have some idea about that Python shell. Python shell చూసే ఉంటారండి. Okay, ఆ Python shell ఏంటి? It is a interactive mode. The Python shell is a completely interactive mode. We give the command, it will give the output immediately. Okay, this fig program, this grunt shell is also similar to that of that Python shell. ఒక నిమిషం నా దాంట్లో ఉన్నట్టుంది Python. Yes, ideally ఉందండి Python ideally. Just 1 minute. See, like this only. Grunt shell కూడా ఇలానే ఉంటుందండి. Okay, like this Python shell, we will have the grunt shell will be there, which is an interactive mode. That means here, see the we will give the command, it will give the output. It is an interactive mode. That means, for example, if I write print we are giving the print command, it is giving the value. Okay, if you give 2 plus 3, 2 plus 6, it is giving the value 8. Okay, it is an interactive mode. This grunt shell, okay, this Python shell, the grunt shell of the pig is similar to that of this Python shell. You can assume that one as this one. Okay, here the thing is command oriented. Command interactive mode will be there here. Whenever we give the pig commands here, it will immediately give the output. That's why this grunt shell or Python shells, grunt shell, all these called as the interactive modes. They are in interactive mode. Interactive means immediately they will give response. Okay, both side response will be there. Whenever we give the command, corresponding output will be given. Okay, the grunt shell will be similar to this one, Python shell. You can assume that one as this one also. See, grunt acts as a command interpreter. Whenever you can enter pig Latin at the grunt command line. Okay, in the grunt command line, whenever we enter the pig commands, immediately it will give response. Okay, it will act as the grunt shell will act as a command interpreter, which is an interactive mode. Whenever we give the commands in the grunt command line, immediately we will get the response, like as previously we have seen in the Python shell. Similarly, clear. This grunt shell is very much useful for initial development of the pig programs. While we are developing a pig programs, at the initial stage of developing our pig programs, the grunt shell is very much useful. Why? Because we will verify every condition. Whenever we want to write some condition in the pig program, we can easily verify that one immediately in the grunt shell, whether this condition is working or not, this command is properly working or not, what will be the result if this command is used. We can see the result immediately. That's why whenever we are developing and we are in the initial development phase, okay, this grunt shell is more useful for submitting the pig programs to the compiler instead of using the scripting method. If you use the grunt shell, it will be more comfortable. Why? Because it is an interactive mode. We can check, okay, if I use this command, what is the output it will give? Okay, it will accept the what if scenarios. That means, what if this command is given? Immediately we can verify. Okay, at the initial stage of development of the pig program, this grunt shell will be method will be very much useful, so that the programmer will immediately understand, can I use this command in this pig program or not, whether it is working in the way what I have expected or not. Immediately he can understand. Clear. That is the second one, grunt shell method. Clear. First one is the scripting method. The second one is the grunt shell method. Either in the form of a script, we can submit the pig program to the compiler, or the second method is using the grunt shell. We can communicate with the pig program can be submitted to the compiler. Okay, in the grunt shell, it is a interactive mode. Okay, the pig commands will be given to the command line. Immediately response will be given. Okay, through the grunt shell, the command will be passed to the compiler, and the compiler will send back the response. The third one is the embedded method. In the embedded method, okay, our pig script will be embedded into some other language program like Java program or Python program. We will embed our pig script into some other language, that is the embedded one. We will embed our pig Latin program in some Java program or Python program or JavaScript, and we will execute as usual with the host language. Okay, if we embed the pig Latin Java language, okay, by using a JVM, we will run that one. If you are embedding the pig Latin in Python, by using the Python shell, we will run that one. If we are embedding that one in the JavaScript, we will run it directly. We will run the JavaScript internally. That Piglatin will be run. This is the third way. Okay, we have three different ways are there for submitting the Pig script, Pig program. That is, one is scripting method. The other one is the grunt shell method. The third one is the embedded method. Okay, where the Pig Latin statements are inserted into some other language, some other host language like Java or Python or C++ or JavaScript, whatever it is. Okay, if we this embedded Pig Latin statement will be similar to the PL by SQL statement. మీకు PL by SQL statements idea ఉండే ఉంటాయండి. We are inserting SQL language into some programming language. SQL statements వేరే programming language లో embed చేస్తున్నాం. PL by SQL programming language ని structured query language. Okay, that is it will be similar to that one only. Okay, embedding of the Piglatin statements will be equivalent to the embedding SQL statements in some programming language. Clear? These are the three different ways for submitting the Pig scripts. Okay, for packing the Pig scripts to the compiler, we have three different ways are there. One is we can give the Pig program in the form of directly in the scripting method. The second way is through the grunt shell. The third one is in the embedded method. Embedded method means we are indirectly, we don't give the Pig script to the compiler. Okay, through some other host language, we will run the Pig script. In the grunt shell, okay, the Pig commands will be given to the grunt shell, which will interact with the compiler and it will immediately give the response. Generally, the grunt shell is useful when you are in the initial stage of developing of the Pig programs. Okay, the first one is the scripting method. This is generally used when we have the full-fledged Pig program. If you want to run a full-fledged, complete full Pig program, we will use the scripting method. We will write the complete program and the complete program will be submitted to the compiler. Clear? These are the three different ways. Okay, after this one, after writing the Pig program and submitting either through scripting method or grunt shell method or embedded method, okay, in any one of these three methods, it will be submitted. Then internally, it will run in either in local mode or in MapReduce mode. It will run depending on the user choice. Either it will run in a local mode or in MapReduce mode. Okay. Okay, whatever the way you have given, either through the shell or through the scripting method or through the embedded one. Okay, whatever the way you have given the program, that program can be run either in the local mode or in the MapReduce mode. Okay. See, the grunt shell provides an interactive shell to submit the Pig commands to Pig scripts. The grunt shell will contain the interactive shell. Okay, as I already shown you the Python shell. Similar to the Python shell, the grunt shell will have an interactive shell to submit Pig commands to run the Pig scripts. To submit the Pig commands to run the Pig scripts, it will have the interactive shell will be there. Okay. Whenever we submit a Pig command to that shell, immediately it will enter into the interactive mode and it will execute the command. It will give the result to us. The grunt shell is completely in an interactive mode. Okay, now whenever we are submitting a script, okay, whenever we are giving a Pig program either in the form of a script or in the form of a grunt shell method, okay, it will already be, as we told, it will run either in the local mode or in the MapReduce mode. To specify in which mode we want to run, we have to specify the -x. Okay, this is the command -x flag. This is the command we have to provide to indicate whether we want to run that program either in the local mode or in the MapReduce mode. In which mode we want to run will be specified with the command -x flag. In the name, in the place of the flag, we can write the word local to indicate we want to run the Pig script in the form in the local mode. Okay, we will write the word MapReduce to indicate we will write the Pig program in the MapReduce mode. Okay, if you want to run your Pig program, Pig script in local mode, the syntax for specification will be like this. In the command prompt, we have to write Pig space -x local. This -x local indicates we want to run our pig script in the local mode. That means in the local system, we want to run our pig script using the local file system and the local JVM. We want to run our pig script. That is, this -x local will indicate we want to run our thing in the form of a in local mode. Similarly, when we want to run that one in the Hadoop mode, we have to specify -x map reduce. Okay, we have to specify -x map reduce. In the place of the flag, we will write map reduce. Then it indicates we want to run our pig in the Hadoop mode. We want to run our pig script in the Hadoop mode, which is indicated by this one -x map reduce. See, we have a pig program miles per carrier dot pig. This is the pig program. We want to run this pig program in local mode. We want to run the same pig program in the map reduce mode. Okay, to indicate local mode, we use -x local. To indicate the map reduce, -x map reduce. What will happen if nothing is specified? If nothing is specified, by default, it will take it as a map reduce mode. The default mode is map reduce mode or Hadoop mode. If you don't specify any mode of running, simply if you write pig space miles per carrier dot pag, we didn't specify the command -x flag. -x flag when I use it, what will happen is it will understand that one as a -x map reduce. By default, if you don't specify any mode of running, it will run the pig script in the map reduce mode only. Directly it will run. So for local mode, it is compulsory. We have to specify that one. For map reduce mode, okay, it is not mandatory to specify that one. Whether it's specified or not, it will take that one. Okay, by default, if you don't without any parameters, if you write the pick command without any parameters, it will run. It will open in Hadoop mode. If you want to run in the local mode, we must specify the parameter -x local. If you don't specify this parameter, it will run in the Hadoop mode. Clear? This is the today's small concept. That is the today's concept of the checking out the pig script interfaces. Okay, this is briefly about the discussion about the pig script interfaces. Okay, how we are able to provide the pig program to the pig compiler. That is through which interfaces. We have three methods are there. Scripting method is there, grunt shell method is there, as well as the embedded method is there. In one of those three methods, we can give our pig program to the pig Latin compiler. Okay, here they after giving that one in any one of those methods, it can be run in either local mode or the map reduce mode. It can be executed either in the local mode or in the map reduce mode. For local mode, we must specify the flag -x flag command to indicate we want to run the pig script in the local mode. For the Hadoop mode, especially no need to mention. By default, it will take it as if nothing is provided, it will consider that one as a Hadoop mode. If you want to indicate yourself, we can use -x map reduce, -x local, -x map reduce. That is briefly the today's concept of the pig programming. Okay. Just wait for 1 minute. I will take the snapshots. సాయి రాము ప్రమోద్ వీళ్ళిద్దరు రోల్ నెంబర్స్ పెట్టలేదండి. అటెండెన్స్ మిస్ అయితే మాత్రం నన్ను తిప్పుకోవద్దు, ఎందుకంటే నేను నోట్ చేసిన ప్రొఫైల్ బై మిస్టేక్. సమ్ టైమ్స్ we will miss the things. ఒక్క నిమిషం అటెండెన్స్ సేవ్ చేసుకుంటాను, then you can go. Okay, guys, now you can left. Thank you.